What's up, my man and Rebuild Warriors? My name is David. Today we have a great game on tap for you as our Arizona Cardinals, who we are rebuilding, take on the LA Rams. These teams are both in the wild card, but as you can see, the 49ers lost, and the division is just as up for grabs as the wild card. It's a very tight race out here in the NFC West. So let's get into it. But before we do, let's look at the team real quick in case you're unaware of who's on the Cardinals. We have Kyler, the compiler Murray. He's having a great season. They rock the Ravens offensive playbook. They signed Cam Akers and they drafted Jalen Wright. Pretty good running backs right there. They drafted Xavier Legette with their second first round pick. Both him and Marquise Hollywood Brown are now superstars. Rondell Moore is on a last year's deal. Torrey Horton is another guy they drafted. Trey McBride's having a great year. Elijah Higgins, he's super fast, but a couple touchdowns here and there. Their first round pick was Joe Alt, really building up that offensive line. Lincoln Tomlinson, Ted Karras, Will Hernandez, DJ Humphries is filling in for the injured Paris Johnson, who should be back in 1 week. Now, what they really did was in the third round, because they traded back and they picked up some picks here in the third round. Chris Jenkins, star dev, I believe. They signed Dietrich Wise Jr., Mason Smith. One of them, I think, is still in hidden development. It's either Mason Smith or Chris Jenkins, but they really needed to beef up their interior, and they did that in the draft in the second round. B.J. Ojulari is having a great year, really catching up to the sack leaders. I think he has like 14 and a half or more now. Samuel Mondon Jr., rookie, and Owen Bapo, great linebackers, really fast, lots of tackles. Zavon Collins got himself up to a superstar last week. They traded for J.C. Jackson after they traded for, a corner from, sorry, someone just texted me at the same time. I'm trying to think. Tyreek Woolen. Yeah, the Patriots traded for Tyreek Woolen, and J.C. Jackson was expendable. And third round, I believe they took Chris Abrams-Draney, I think the best corner in the draft. The only star development, but he's got the most speed. Jalen Thompson, Buda Baker. They have a nice little backup here. Kyrie Jackson, 6'3", 195. But Buda Baker, superstar. Joey Sly and Corey Bajorquez. I think that's how you say his name. But anyway, coming off a huge overtime win on the road against the Dolphins. That's 3 road wins they just had. They're on quite... We don't want this. They're on quite the run here to finish the season. They're one of the hottest teams in football. I'll try to show you that. A little streaky. 2 losses, 3 wins, 2 losses, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 wins in a row, 3 of them coming on the road. Heck of a run here. And I see at least 2 more wins, I think, in their future with the Vikings and the Jets. And they can get another one between the Rams and the Chargers. Chargers are going to be tough, but if they go 2-2 the rest of the way, that's pretty good. I mean, that's 11 wins. They might be able to get to 12. So someone out of this crew here between the 49ers, Cardinals, and Rams is winning this division. Chalk probably is going to win, but we'll see. Let's get into it.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Murray now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. And that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. B.J. Ojulari, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd down in the yard. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And Cup going to pick up a Rams 1st down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. They'll drop to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Rams! Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing now is Murray. A short one here caught by McBride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6, 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. When you look at this defense, they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. He'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. It looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Ethan Evans now. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
It's caught by OBJ. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Gets past 1 man. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back to throw now on 1st down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, this one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get this to DiMercado. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. That pass complete to Moore. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Murray now running left off the option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 1. A give up the middle to Akers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Murray now to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals! Hollywood, Marquise Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Short throw, it's Higbee. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, You just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Cardinals football, Marquise Brown back out now with the Arizona offense. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The football going back over to Arizona now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that pickup of a first down, That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Murray going to hold on to it once more. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Bobby Brown drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. B.J. Ojulari able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 2nd down, here's the option. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. Murray going to fire one out wide. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Murray going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Sly on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. The football going back to the Rams now. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a 2nd and 7. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll find Higbee open downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. They'll look to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. 2nd and 15. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Facing a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Cards, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.